Okay, we just did another single because I just realized that Santigold put out a single, and I'm a pretty big Santigold fan, so I was like, I gotta listen to that. And I overall, for sure not cynical. I still think Santigold's pretty original. What'd you think?
Yeah, definitely reminded me that you can use crystal clear pop production style and not fall into all of the same really tired cliches that kind of have existed in the pop music genre over the last 2 or 3 years. It's had like a little bit of a medium tempo kind of electro waltz kind of a thing. It had like some syncopated bass. It was in 6/8 time, so kind of that like back and forth kind of swaying thing. Santigold's a talented vocalist. Her delivery is a little bit left of center, I would probably say.
Yeah.
Nothing that was like super jumped out to me to be like, oh yeah, this is it, but like not a bad effort, you know.
I thought the bridge was pretty cool, where it went to the other section that was like a higher section.
Yeah.
I only went to it once, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't like my favorite Santigold track, which my favorite Santigold track is Creator. You should check that out. Oh, it's so yellow. You should check that out because it is an amazing song. But I agree. It wasn't like, it wasn't my favorite stuff from Santigold, but it was really cool, and I'm definitely gonna listen to it again. It's got the catchy hook with still having really cool, interesting other stuff going on that's original sounding.
Yeah, I definitely say, you know, the album is going to be called 99 Cents, and I read a little bit about it, about how kind of a lot of the themes of the album are this frustration where if you are a musician, you're not really making art, you're sort of like assembling a product, and that's like the only way you can actually be successful in it. And it's a very cynical view, so I feel you with the cynicism, Santigold.
And she was in the A&R business for a long time, so she knows the industry in and out. She worked in A&R for, I think, unless I'm getting the story wrong, I remember hearing that she worked in A&R for a long time for a fairly major label before she broke off and started actually doing her own artist stuff. So she knows how the stream works.
I would like to think that your music doesn't have to be a product, and you know, we're kind of trying that route. At the same time, you know, she is sort of playing yet somehow transcending this game of pop music where, oh yeah, like everything is super clean, crisp, good sounding production, kind of a uniform sound in the instrument sounds, but yet kind of packaged in a way that you're not likely to hear very often on the radio. Definitely, like I could hear this song on the radio, and I could hear people who are fans of Top 40 liking it, but I definitely don't think that it really plays into a lot of the cliches that are really abundant.
Yeah, other than like the repetitive kind of simple chorus, but it does so with still like a really, she's really got a sound. I think her voice is really original, and I was saying to Sam too that I got to listen to one other song that is not, it wasn't done, but in a studio I worked in New York a few years ago, they were working on another song that I think is going to be on this album, and it was really cool. So I'm personally really looking forward to the album. Also, I think that the art on the single is the album art for the album, and I just gotta say, Santigold has really cool album art taste, like very distinctive, kind of like, I always remember her by what the album art was. It's really well thought out. Yeah.
My units that I would use, speaking of the album art, on her album, the one image that really sticks in my mind is her vomiting
gold
sparkles. So I'd give it a solid 6 out of 10 gold sparkle vomits.
Ooh, only 6? I'd give it, it's not my favorite Santigold, but I think I'd give it a 7 or 8. God, can we do points? Are we gonna be pitchfork? Is that obnoxious to do? Can I do 7.5.
I did 7.5 for a deer hunter.
Well, you did 7.5 dead deer.
Yeah,
but.
7 deer that you got. You killed them. You like turned their meat into venison. One of them you like nicked in the shoulder, and it like limped away,
oh,
and
man.
it didn't die.
Rough. I hope it was okay.
But in this particular
just
case,
gold
we're
sparkles
just talking about gold sparkly vomit, which is different.
So 7.5 gold sparkly vomits from me.